What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have an Icarus Week 38 update. This week they had the second community update with some quality of life improvements and some bug fixes. Let's get into it, shall we? So, Icarus Week 38, community feedback number 2. Icarus Week 38 update, high-rise mission and a range of quality of life improvements. Multiple quality of life improvements and bug fixes make up this week's update. Also jump into our new construction mission, High Rise. Week 38's update is centered around a range of bug fixes and a quality of life improvements paired with our first construction mission in a number of weeks, High Rise. Many of these fixes and improvements have come from community feedback and suggestions, something we highly value. You'll see we have linked to the relevant feature upvote tickets in this post. Our ongoing dedicated server work is progressing in leaps and bounds with fixes to overall game performance improving as a result. This includes the frame stuttering as a result of swapping items in the hotbar fix that you'll see below. Have a read through this week's patch and load in to play high-rise construction after you've updated. We can't wait to see your takes on the task at hand. So this is kind of a small update this week, guys. They have a few bug fixes that they've addressed, and the main ones they wanted to call out is frame stuttering when you swap items on your hotbar. They also have the bug where weather effects are no longer activating in glass buildings and underwater as they were previously. The R key is now working for some clients when they attempt to flip bittables when placing them. Some biome mastery talents have been fixed as they previously were not applying to sticks, and Icarus is no longer attempting to launch a VR remote. And of course they mentioned there's quite a few in the changelog down below. Some of the quality of life improvements that they gave this week is 2 new talents, the vegetarian and carnivore, increases the buffs for fruit and veggies, foods and dried meat, sleep quality, which means that better beds provide increased well-rested stats and duration. Range damage numbers are now showing correctly in the stats menu. Alterations from talents are now shown in the crafting menu, highlighted on items and on pop-ups. Power water network information is now shown on blueprint tooltips and on items. And thank God, doors, windows, and electric lights should now retain their state upon reloading into the game, open, closed, on, and off. That means that if you load into the game, your lights should still be on. And as I mentioned, there is a new mission this week, Mission High-Rise Construction. After a few weeks without a new construction mission, they're bringing us High-Rise Construction. So when you're in your outpost, you should be able to turn on lights or leave it open the door. Leave. Rehost it. And once you log back in, you should see all your lights are still on and that door is open. Pretty neat, eh? And as previously stated, if you sleep in a better bed, then you'll be able to get a better rested buff. The new mission is in sticks and is located in the top right-hand corner under high-rise construction. You have to build an observation tower in this mission. The medium reward will give you 250 Ren, and hardened hardcore will give you 500 Ren. And it is also only a day-long mission, which means that you can spend 24 real-life hours on this mission. And of course, as always, we have the changelog for this week. So they added the dried meat modifier and fruit and veggie modifier for the carnivore and vegetarian talents. They did add a crafting recipe filter option for attachment type, so the attachments per piece of equipment can be found a lot easier in the alteration bench. Of course, added high-rise construction. So as they stated before, as far as the beds go, they're adding a new stat for the well-rested buff duration. All beds that are given this stat have different values or provided per bed type. So the bedroll is 600, the rustic and wood is 750, and of course interior wood is 900. Interior wood being one of the best beds in the game. And under the fixed section this week, as they stated before, they fixed a bug where having talents that do actions in biomes, for example, the desert, arctic, and conifer movement speeds, wouldn't work on sticks biomes. It now works on atmospheres instead of biomes to future-proof this issue. Looks like they fixed a bunch of Mac issues. They also disabled the OpenXR plugin to stop Icarus from launching a VR mode unintentionally. As they mentioned before, they modified the well-rested buff for bed type. Fixed clients not being able to press the R key to rotate building pieces. Here's another good one that I hope they fixed, where it was raining inside of glass building pieces, so now it will block weather effects like rain, etc. Looks like they may have fixed an issue that was causing armor to take more damage than it should have in certain situations. Added wind damage resistance stats which were missing in the armor damage calculation. Added resource requirements and what resource each relevant item provides in the tech tree. For example, the water pump requires 1,000 energy and provides 1,000 water. Looks like the sandworm helmet now accepts helmet attachments. As we've already demonstrated, doors, windows, and electronic lights should now restore to their original state. And underneath their future content for this week, here's something I want to just read and I found interesting. Players can now interact with applicable orphaned juvenile creatures to begin with the taming process. Does that mean you can tame baby deers? It says mounts no longer automatically assigned to the nearest player as their owner. They must be interacted with to do this instead. Looks like we might have lava waterfalls. And guys, that's really all I see other than a few other mentions of them making some modifications to mount and how mounts are done, and also adding a little bit more to the biomes that we've already mentioned in the previous weeks. And guys, that's it for this week. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for everybody who gave me the well wishes and stuff whenever we had COVID. We are getting over it now, finally. I am a little nasally still. Hopefully that will go away soon. And we will be streaming Friday night, 11 p.m. We'll be doing the new mission, and we'll be going into Saturday, or we'll do a building stream Saturday. So, and guys, hopefully we'll see you next time. Peace.